Hey lads, the Shaman calculator for the talents in the PTR is now available, so we can see all the changes, all the moves that we have in the talent tree, and I will try right now to make a small build of potentially what we're going to be running in M+ as a Restoration Shaman. You can find a link to this calculator in the description of this video, and potentially there's going to be changes coming up, but let's see what we're dealing with at this point. So I'll start with the restoration tree first. Obviously, we're taking Riptide, we have to take the Luge, we're taking Healing Stream, we're taking Healing Wave. Now, the Mana Shield is now base talent, so we're going to have Mana Shield. What we can take here is Resurgence, which is going to give us more mana on the critical hits. I will leave this one out for now. See if we have any extra points left, but the mana doesn't feel that bad right now, and we'll see if we can take Mana Tide maybe, we'll see if we can take Mana Spring eventually, so maybe we're not going to need that at all. Alright, so Healing Rain and Acid Rain is basically a must for M+. We also need to take Tidal Waves and Water Totem Mastery just so we can actually get Cloud Burst, right? So this is the final goal, and we end up with this at that point. Alright, so here we can take Overflowing Shores, we can probably take Ancestral Vigor. Between Flash Flute and Ancestral Vigor, in order to reach Spirit Link Totem, I'm going to pick Ancestral Vigor, get the Spirit Link. Then over here, let's get the important stuff first. Flow of the Tides, which actually got a buff. I did misread that on the previous video, but it bounces an extra time now, on top of consuming the Riptide when you cast a Chain Heal. So we're definitely taking this. Healing Tide gets some buffs. Let's click on this. It's a good button to have. We are going to take Lava Surge. We are going to take Echo of the Elements. And we are going to take Master of the Elements, right? So this is basically must-have for damage and healing, both. Let's see if we need or have points left for Mana Tide. Now, Healing Tide Totem has two potential benefits that you can take on down here. Current of the Flow reduces the cooldown, and Tide Turner basically gives you more healing on your lowest target. It's not a bad talent. You're going to heal the lowest target for more. Basically, when you cast Healing Tide, you are spamming either Chain Heals or something, right? So you are going to get benefit of that, but I don't think this is that powerful, right? We can get more healing out of other talents, and this is a pretty long cooldown as well. So I don't think I'll be picking any of these, but let's see, you know. We don't know how the rest of the tree is going to end up. I'm just going, you know, by the gut here. So taking Undulation for sure, that's a pretty good one. Taking Earth Living Weapon, and now we unlock the final row. Now we need to get to Ascendance. Downpour is on a new position in the tree, so basically we're taking the Earth and Harmony, which is also changed. The damage reduction from the Earth Shield is actually going to be huge for the tank, 6%. I think that's pretty good. It's going to put us in a pretty good position M+. So definitely taking Ascendance. Let's take Downpour. I like this talent a lot for keys. We don't care about this. This is a raid talent. Now, Earth Living got some buffs, so it's basically going to do a lot more healing and trigger earlier, but we have to invest 2 points in here. You might have to do that in order to get to Wellspring in raid, but Wellspring also got nerfed, so I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure how this is going to end up. Our next goal is basically to get High Tide. So obviously we need 2 points here. Ancestral Awakening is pretty good talent. Basically has some critical healing that happens passively. So definitely taking 2 points there. Definitely taking High Tide. And now we are left with few points to spend. Now, Tidebringer is a new talent. It reduces the cast time of Chain Heal every 16 seconds. So basically, you get this fast Chain Heals every now and then. It is a good talent, but I'm not sure that this is something that is going to benefit us a lot. Because, let's see, for example, we can take Mana Tide Totem, and then there are 2 new talents to choose from. So we can increase the duration of Mana Tide, probably good for 8, not for M+, but after using Mana Tide, the cast time and the mana cost of Healing Wave and Chain Heal is reduced by 50% for 10 seconds. So basically you're getting mana back and you're casting Chain Heals as mad because they are less costly in mana, and then they also have reduced cast time. So basically this makes your mana tide cooldown not only to get mana back, but also to pump some healing. It's a small healing CD. So I'd rather take those 2 points than having the Tidebringer, right? I might be wrong, you know, it might turn out that this is actually a pretty good talent, but I will experiment with the Mana Tide and Spirit Walker's Tidal Totem first. We'll see. Again, that might change, might not, not sure. And then we have some points left. Let's get Stormkeeper, and potentially we can get a point away from somewhere and get the Overflowing Shores. This could be a good one as well, because it also increases the radius, and it's also going to give you some extra healing and plus. Not sure how good that's going to be, but, you know, experimenting is always a thing. We can always try and find out how that works out. Yeah, so that's a build that I'm looking at. Things to change, potentially, as I said, those 2 talents here could easily be replaced, and you can invest those 2 points elsewhere. So if you don't like this, you can invest into Resurgence and get, let's say, Primordial Wave, which is a good talent. I don't particularly like it a lot in N+. The setup is not that easy, but it is something that you can potentially look at. Let's see if there's something that we are missing. Doesn't seem like it. So yeah, let's agree that this is something that we are going to run with. Now let's look into the left-hand side. Let's take the must-have talents. So Interrupt, Chain Lightning for sure. Ancestral Shift is just too good not to have a defensive, and Brimming with Life is now actually moved up here. So basically, there's no way we're not taking this. And now we need to invest more. So increased Fire and Frost damage by 3%. Easy point taken, so we can have a second healing stream or Cloudburst Totem. Earth Shield we need to take simply because we already have the Earth and Harmony, and we talked about how good the buff is. Then why not have 2 Earth Shields and the Mana Shield on yourself? And now we unlock the next row. So let's take the must-have talents here. Taking the Healing Stream and then Spirit Walker's Grace. We need that eventually to get to the good stuff, Ancestral Guidance. This is our main goal. So definitely taking this. And now we have a lot more points to spend based on our liking. So let's go down this path. So we can get some Critical Strike here. Then we can get the Gust of Wind or Spirit Walker Grace. It's good to have some extra movement. So those points you can probably get away without having them, but they're not bad, right? And we have a lot of points to spend here, so why not take them? Cap Totem is pretty good in N+, so definitely taking these. And then we need to spend a lot more to actually unlock the Ancestral Guidance. We need to 20 points spent here. So we can get some Leech and reduced damage. That's pretty good survivability in M+. For the same reason, we can take the Earth Elemental, which could be used to save some boosts and also increases your maximum health. So that's a small defensive. And then let's see. We have probably... We can remove curses. That will be useful in some of the dungeons in 10.1 as well. And then we unlock the last row. Ancestral Guidance, definitely must have. This is something that we're taking for sure. And now we also would like to have Nature Swiftness. So we can go with Graceful Spirit or Spirit Walker's Aegis, but we can also take Mana Spring, right? So we have some options there. If we like Spirit Walker's Grace, then we can definitely invest a point there. I do use that talent, but not that often, so I'll probably get more value of Mana Spring and then take Nature Swiftness like this. And then the rest of the talents are pretty much free, right? You can pick and take whatever you'd like in here. So one thing that we can probably pick up is the Nature's Guardian. So for that purpose, we can take Windrush Totem. Not the most useful thing in N+, but it is a button that you can press, right? So we can invest 2 points here. We can take some reduced magic damage with this talent. And then we can take some defensives here. For example, you can take Spirit Wolf, which could be good in many situations. So we can do that. You can also take Thunderstorm, which is going to help you CC and control mobs in the dungeon. So that's an option there. Then you can take Thundershock if you'd like. You can also take reduced Ancestral Shift cooldown, or the Ancestral Bulwark, right? So that actually got buffed, which is pretty good. So let's pick this one, and you have many talents that you can pick, right? So you can, for example, take this out, and then maybe take Spirit Wolf out, or take a point out from here, and then reach, let's say, the Poison Cleansing Totem, which got improved for, let's say, Algitar Academy, or if you need to do something like that. If you're not using Healing Stream Totem, probably the talents here are not going to be that useful for you. Stone Skin, Tranquil Air, probably some niche situations, they could be good, but generally we don't take these. So there's plenty of things that you can move around, right? So you can remove those 2 points. You can take Purge, for example. You can take Tremor if you need to improve Cap, invest into more defensives, right? So I like how this tree is shaping up, because there's a lot of points that you can move around, and you can use them situationally based on what you need. All right, so it's a first read. A lot of things could change. We can figure out that, for example, Mana Tide is not good, and invest into a Tidebringer. Lots of changes could happen, but I think for a first run through the talent tree, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty interesting. So I am definitely looking forward to those changes in 10.07 and then 10.1. All right, let me know what you think. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you have any builds that are a little bit different and you would like to experiment with. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, and happy healing.